Hello my friends, you might realize that the PlayStation 5, the newest gaming console from Sony, is getting ready to release in just a few days on November 12th. However, this is not a video about a gaming console. This video is about Kotaku's review of the PlayStation 5 and why it is one of the most insane and horrible gaming reviews I've ever read in my life. Okay, so the article starts out pretty normal, right? They tell us about the PlayStation 5's graphics, the controller, the SSD, the games, and such forth. Great, it sounds normal. They explain to us why you might or might not be able to justify purchasing this new console. It's all good until the last section of the review. The last section of the review is called, "But Does It Really Matter?" And this is where the article just goes off of the rails and gets political and talks about racism and all sorts of other problems that are going on in the world. This review has spent 3,000 words talking about the PlayStation 5, which is the most I've written about anything. A journalist that's only written 3,000 words about anything? But I'd be remiss to ignore all the reasons not to be excited for the PlayStation 5. The world is still reeling under the weight of the COVID-19 pandemic. We're talking about a video game console here, right? There are more Americans out of work right now than at any point in the country's history, with no relief in sight. Our healthcare system is an inherently evil institution that forces people to ration life-saving medications like insulin and choose suicide over suffering with untreated mental illness. This is still a video game console review, my friends. As I'm writing this, it looks very likely that Joe Biden will be our next president, but it's clear that the worst people aren't going away just because a new old white man is sitting behind the resolute desk. Okay, still a video game console review. The harsh truth is that, for the reasons listed above and more, a lot of people simply won't be able to buy the PlayStation 5, regardless of supply. Or if they can, concerns over increasingly austerity in the United States and the growing threat of widespread political violence supersede any enthusiasm about the console's SSD or how ray tracing makes reflections more realistic. There's an irrefutable level of privilege attached to the ability to simply tune out the world as it burns around you. This article, this last section, just goes on and on in a depressing manner, trying to tell you about why the world is so horrible and how could you dare think about playing the PlayStation 5 right now while everything going on in the world is so horrible. He states towards the end, "We are collectively tired, and for good reason." Bravo! Good job, Kotaku. I thought I was reading a video game article, but you've clearly convinced me that I don't give a damn about video games. Anyways, my friends, regardless of your feelings about politics or what's going on in the world right now, if you're just somebody who is trying to escape from some of that and you went to Kotaku to read a review about the new PlayStation 5, expecting some escapism and to think about video games, you can't even escape there because all they can do is talk about how bad the world is. It's horrible, and by far, I'm dumber for reading it, and this is the worst video game article review I've ever read in my entire life. So shout out to Ian Walker from Kotaku for writing the worst possible video game article in history. Hey, that's just me. Maybe I'm being a little bit overreactionary about it. I don't know. You let me know what you think in the comments, and if you enjoy this video, make sure to share it with your friends so that they can find more of Still Not Famous. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's always good to talk to you guys. I'll talk to you again sometime in the near future. Hope you have an amazing night. Adios.